So we're here now with our secondary installation. So we got the extra two solar panels connected to our grid system. So how do we let the inverter we got know that the next another two panels? Because you need to let the inverter know there's another two panels, because if you don't, then it won't measure it correctly. All it'll measure is the existing 16 solar panels instead of the two extra you got in your on your shed. So this is the way we do it. This is a big secret. The industry don't want you to let you know, but you need a second CT clamp. That's a secret. You need a second CT clamp on the live coming from your two solar panels on the shed roof, explained in the previous video. So as you can see there, we've got a 20 amp trip there, RCD they call it. It's very important. You need one of these, dedicated. I mean, a lot of people will actually put these sort of things in the fuse box, but to be honest, have a separate one, much better. So the AC feed from the other inverter in the shed is going into this 20 amp RCD. It protects the circuit. It's saying 16 amps there, so I'm sorry, it says 16 amps. So it's 16 amps, not 20 amps. So before you start like commenting, it is 16 amp with a 30 ml MA trip. So it's very, very sensitive. So 16 amps, that's all you need on two solar panels, because our inverter in the shed is only 2 kilowatts. So we don't need any more than 16 amps anyway. If your inverter in your shed, if you've got like 6 or 7 panels, you're going to need probably a 20 amp RCD, etc. But obviously, you know, you need to know about electronics to put stuff in. But this has been put in by proper electricians, so they know what they're doing. So this is a secret. This is your second CT clamp. Now, how do we connect that second CT clamp into our existing inverter? As you can see there, it's measuring 3.3 kilowatts coming in. Batteries are full, obviously, 57 watts. As you can see, they're exporting back to the grid because our batteries are full. There's no load in the house, so the excess is going back to the grid. Very poor, but you know, you've got loads of like companies like Octopus that'll pay you for that sort of thing. 10 pence a kilowatt, 14 pence a kilowatt. To be honest, is it worth it? I mean, I'd rather put that sort of export into an electric car than give it back to the grid, because you're getting peanuts at the end of the day. Even if you think you're getting loads of money, you don't. £40 a week, £40 what? A month, or £10 a month, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But I'd rather have that going into my electric car than going back to the grid. But like I say, you can see the total output from the solar panels is 3.3. It's just gone off there. 3.3 kilowatts. So how's it measuring both outputs from your shed and obviously from the roof? Because it added two, so it's adding them together. How's it doing that? The secret is you connect them in parallel. So as you can see there, they're connected in parallel with each other. I can see there are the two wires going in. That's a parallel connection to the grid, to the actual solar panel AC side. This is the actual meter side. If you look there for your CT clamp, that is your AC meter side. That just measures your load in the house. That's where it gets that number from. But this is your solar panel input, and how many kilowatts your solar panel is generating. There's two wires there. One of the wires is telling the inverter that the 16 pounds above are generating such and such kilowatts, and the other one connected in parallel, so plus and minus together. If you can see there, you twist the plus and the minus together. It's telling the inverter there's another two solar panels on the shed roof, and it's being fed by this particular CT clamp there on the shed roof AC in. So the inverter will add them two inputs from the solar panels up and get that particular output there. On this particular day, it's saying 3.36 kilowatts, but I've seen it's go to 4.5 kilowatts. It depends on the sun, depends on the time of year, etc. That's how you do it. Most inverters, I mean, this is the ME3000SP, will actually allow a parallel connection to another CT clamp. So the important thing is you need a CT clamp. which is that thing there on your secondary solar input from your solar panels on your AC side, and this connects in parallel, like you can see there, in parallel. So plus and minus together again, twisted together, and this goes back to the inverter. So the inverter will add them two inputs from the solar panels, from your 16 panels on your roof to your 2 panels on your shed, or whatever many panels you've got. It doesn't matter how many is extra on your shed, but add them two up and give you that number there, which is that. So yeah, this is a big secret that these people don't tell you. You don't need a new inverter. Most inverters will actually allow one more connection in parallel, which I've showed you there. But it depends on the inverter type. But most of them do allow an extra one. And they won't allow another one after that, but they'll probably allow two to go in, and they can measure it for you. So yeah. So any comments you have, give me a obviously message. Subscribe to the listing. I'll keep making videos. I'll save you loads of money, and then you can do that for this side of things with a CT clamp. You can do yourself. This is just a DC side. This is a clamp around an AC panel. You don't need an electrician to do this for you. You can do this all yourself. But what you do need an electrician for is obviously if you're obviously connecting it into your consumer box. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.